if you were to get a computer program, if you were to design, some of you coders out there, if you were to design a computer program, you want to map the future, you can do it. As far as the collective goes, you'll never map the future for errants. We are not we are anomalies in the system. We cannot be mapped. We cannot be predicted. And this is why we're a problem. But for the collective, the main body of humanity that is being shepherded down all these reality tunnels, the events that govern over their lives are fixed. It's a very fixed mathematical structure. It does not change. So you want to know how the structuring works inside the holography itself, then the pool of water that Nostradamus mentioned by which he ascertained future events, that's how you got to do it. You have to imagine that a major event sends out wave rings backward and forward in time, and that those wave rings are actually geometrical data-filled reflections of the wave ring on the other side. And when you measure out events in 1902, look at 1901, look at 1903, look at 1900, look at 1904, look at 1899, look at 1905. It goes out equidistantly. You will see this patterning. And then when those wave rings go out far enough, they're going to come in contact with wave rings from other isometric epicentral years, like 1962. 1973, 1998. Pay attention to those, because that's when interference patterns happen and major events take off and whole new realities go in another direction. So if somebody was to get a computer program to do this, and there's probably government officials that are listening to this, I have no doubt about that, and they're probably coming up with all that. Some of them send me emails and ask me questions. I can't prove any of that, but I can't see them taking a back seat to all this information. There has to be some reason why my channel is still going, considering all the material that I've put forth. The scientific community has not yet come forth on my archaics paradox, and that's an open challenge, because every scientist should wonder, I mean, how is this possible? How can we take numbers and subtract them? Every number in existence. How can we take numbers and subtract them from themselves, their own reflections, and they all obey a fixed protocol? That fixed protocol is that they collapse. All these little collapse discontinuities happen until they either reach zero out, or they collapse a couple times or just once, and the number they collapse to is always divisible by 9, and then it collapsed to 0, except for one number. That one number, you guys know, I've told you many times, is 2178. How is that possible? Every scientist should have their ears perked up, like, wait a minute. We shouldn't care that this guy's an ex-con. We shouldn't care that he's not technically a mathematician. We shouldn't care about it. We need to find out what the hell this is that this man found. Well, I don't get none of that, though. And that's fine, but